I'm doing this on my own time with my own resources, and I'm not speaking in my official capacity, but I'm speaking as an individual. And I thought I'd spend a moment to talk about housing in the tribe. I know that this has been an issue that's been on social media, and thought I'd spend a moment to try and explain it. We get housing dollars from various different sources. The first source that we get housing dollars from is HUD dollars, the Housing and Urban Development Grant. That grant goes to low-income members, and we have HUD rules, and Council has just codified those HUD rules. We've been following the HUD rules, but it's other people's money, so we have to spend it using their rules. The second source of income is what would be called program income. This would be rents from places like St. Mary's, or rents from houses, that kind of stuff. Program rent, at one point we had quite a bit of program dollars built up as we sold a bunch of houses that we had purchased back when it was the Housing Authority. And we've kind of been going through that money to meet people's needs. And now we have to kind of figure out, okay, what are we going to do so that we don't run out of that program money, so that we have the flexibility with that and still meet people's needs. And that's what we're going to be talking about at a special Tribal Council meeting Sunday after the Saturday, October Tribal Council meeting. It'll be in Trailer 1. It's open to members, as all Tribal Council meetings are. And we're going to kind of be trying to come up with some rules for both for the program funds and also for GWE funds. So GWE funds go to things like aging in place, student assistance, and mortgage down payment assistance. And we kind of need to come up with some rules that say, here's how we can get the maximum amount of dollars to the maximum amount of members, because everybody's always going to advocate for their particular position. And I don't blame them for that. Their best advocate is themselves. But that puts us sometimes in a situation where we have to have very specific rules, or our housing department can get stuck kind of in a, should I do this or should I do that? And that's what we're going to try and do. An example of this is aging in place. Currently, only about a third of our elders get aging in place, qualify for it. Others either don't know about it or can't qualify for it for various reasons. And we have to decide, was that the best use of those dollars? My personal opinion, and it's only my personal opinion, is that maybe that should instead be a GWE that goes out to all elders, nobody else, just elders. And then we have a situation where we don't have some people trying to maximize the aging in place and getting things that may or may not really be necessary for aging in place, kind of borderline stuff, but instead help those seniors who are in assisted living or who are in apartments or in situations where they really could use the money but don't have access to the money right now because they don't qualify, because they're not aging in place. They're not living in their own home. We do qualify for apartment stuff, but our apartment dwellers tend to get way fewer benefits than our homeowners do. So we kind of have to figure out some of these rules, and that's what we're going to be doing. I will be interested to hear what members of Tribal Council and what members of General Council have to say. With General Council members, I will be trying to reach out to some of you and get some ideas of what you're thinking. But that's kind of where we are in housing. We've got to figure out these rules so that we're in a situation where our housing department can clearly know what the goals of Tribal Council are, particularly on these GWE and program income things, and make some decisions. And that's what we'll be working on. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about today. Thanks.